like I did the tier list, I'm gonna do the matchup chart for Little Mac, my main in this game. And as you all summon as soon as the transition came through. Exactly, the transition came and people came with it. Top tier video today. Oh yeah, I posted a video on my YouTube channel today. Basically, it's a little bit of yeah, like wait, it's this one. Everyone loses except Rosa at the end. Pacmon. Not exactly. Pacmon. You'll see. Yeah, but yeah, as you can see, I only have wins, even and loses. I'm not going to do what everybody else does, that is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. No, that's complicated things. I'm going to put who Mac wins against. I don't care if it's slight win, little win, big win. It's win, period. Even and loses. The same applies to wins, to loses. Like slight loss, loss. I may expose a little bit if it's a slide or no slide, but in the graphic will just show up it loses, period. That's it. For this matchup chart, I will just pick up the characters in the order you see on the right. Basically, it's alphabetic order. Of course, I'm going to ignore skins and stuff like that, but Echo Fighters, I will just I will put them together like I did in the tier list. Maybe you could have a tier for the best and the worst alone. Oh, you mean like the best character and the worst character? But that would only mean like one character. One character for each. I mean, I don't know if you. I can do it if you want to, but I don't think it. I don't think it's worth it in my opinion. But if you want to, I can specify the worst matchup and best matchup, and that's it. Yeah, no matchup. Okay. Oh, you mean like above wins? I can put like the one you lose the most. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. So click me. I'll click you. So I'm going to put like, what color should I put this? Maybe this tone of red if it's not. Yeah, I see it's a little bit. Okay, so best mat. Okay, so I'm gonna put best. Best win. Let's see, best win. Yeah, this tone of green is different. And then I'm going to add this tone of red. Yeah, it's completely different. And then I'll put worst. Worst loss. Maybe I'll put like worst loss. And then I can, and then I'll do it like that. And then the rest I will, damn. Will this be ordered for the categories glitchy? No, it won't. Like I said, I'm going to pick up the characters from the order of the right, and then I'll just slap them like I did in the tier list. Probably I will do the best win and worst loss, but again, that's only one character for each. So that will be easy to do. Loses in black, even gray, and win white. Call it easy claps. No, I'll stick to these colors if you don't mind. I believe it's you know, the colors represent a little bit more. I believe they represent the best what I want to put out there. Okay, let's just start. The lost here is just no. Okay, I can start with that one actually. Pacmon. Worst loss. Easily worst loss. Like there's to me there's no question about this. Where is the Mr. This is ordered alphabetically. There he is. Again, this man is always at the lower, like always at the bottom of something. Ganondorf. Ganondorf is Oh wait, not bottom. Sorry, I forgot. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Ah, my mistake. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. Best win, meaning Mac wins the best against this character. That's what I intend. Yeah, like I said, the green ones will be for the characters that Mac wins against. Red ones will be the where Mac loses against. That's it. And so Ganondorf, yeah. What can I say about this? Yeah, this is probably, like I keep saying this on my streams, like this is basically the matchup that Mac wins the most is against Ganondorf, because you know, like both characters don't have that much approach options, but Little Mac has speed on his side, something that Ganondorf doesn't. And both characters, well, Ganondorf has a little edge on killing the earliest if he hits his smash attacks, but again, the problem is hitting his smash attacks without some sort of setup. And hello, it's me again, says Deku Buster. Hi! Welcome to the stream. This is the Little Mac matchup chart. I hope you enjoy it. It will also be on YouTube. But one Ganon is broken in his SS tier. Yeah, I've heard my fair share of opinions about Ganondorf being top tier because he kills early. Yeah, but the problem that people fail to realize is that, yeah, he kills early, but what about setups for him to kill? Like, for Ganondorf to kill that early, like, people need to be asleep while playing. That's the thing. Name one winning matchup for Ganon, huh? One winning matchup for Ganon. I have to think about that. I have to think about that. I have to think about that. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not seeing anyone that Ganondorf has an advantage. Yeah, that there is none. Again, in my opinion, I think you're right, Deku. I think you're right. I don't think Ganon wins anything, but again, I'm not a super top player. Again, this is my opinion, and in my opinion, yeah, Ganondorf, I believe he loses every matchup, or almost every matchup. So yeah, for me to remember a matchup that Ganon can win, it would take a long time to think about, and I don't want that. But again, Little Mac, I believe it's like Little Mac's best matchup is probably Ganondorf. Yeah, like everyone. The best Ganon and Yumi is the Ditto, exactly. Lord is absolutely right. Lord is absolutely right. Okay, so now I'm going for the worst loss, and then I will do by alphabetic order the rest. Worst loss, in my opinion, is... I have to think about this a lot. And I believe the worst loss is... where is she? Is Min Min. I believe Min Min to be the worst matchup for Little Mac, in my opinion, in this game. People may argue other people like Snake or Pikachu or who else? Maybe Snake, Pikachu, or I don't know, most zoners. But again, I'll put almost every zoner in the losers. Spoiler alert. So basically, yeah. But I believe Min Min to be the worst. Goes back through F smash. Not only that, she can catch Little Mac's up B before he snaps the ledge with Ram Ram. No, like Ram Ram. If Ram Ram is probably the best arm to deal with Little Mac in this matchup, because of the speed of Ram Ram and the fact that it can gimp pretty easily, can catch jumps, can like approach attempts, which for Little Mac it's hard to approach. In fact, one common theme you'll see in this matchup chart: if Mac has trouble approaching somebody, probably the matchup is bad for Mac. That's just straight up, yeah. Said in the previous video that she wasn't that bad. I said that in the previous tier list that she wasn't that bad. Did I? Don't know. Now that I think of it. I believe I mentioned. Yeah. Now I remember. I mentioned that if you run up shield, it's not that bad. I think I did. I think I said that. But again, I can run up shield against almost anybody, and it may not be that bad. I believe from those. No, Min Min has probably the best tools to deal with Mac, especially off stage, without getting too much risk. You said like -1. Did I? Wasn't there for another character? I'm sorry, my memory is kind of fuzzy. Don't remember now. Because other than Min Min, I'm not seeing anybody else that can be worse. Right, at least not right now. Maybe Steve? I'm not sure. Maybe Steve. I don't know. Steve is not the worst. Steve is almost one of the worst, but not the worst. Okay. Now, yeah, even then, Min Min is ultra hard. It is ultra hard. But I find Steve to be hard as well. I'm just thinking about if it's more difficult to to win against Steve than is Min Min now. Oh my gosh! Now you put me thinking, Pac-Man. I may have to think about this a little bit better. You know what? You know what? I think I've changed a little bit of my mind. I think I've changed my mind, yeah. Where is he? Yeah. I'm gonna do this. I think Steve is the worst. Maybe because people think since 2008. Exactly. Now that I think about it, I believe Steve is the worst. Because again, at least my experience with Steve, like, I can't approach properly. Like, I can't approach properly. He starts smiling, I try to approach, he just carts. If I jump, he catches me with one of his aerials, and starts his own combo and whatnot. And then, you know, edge guarding is it's painful, almost like Min Min. Funny Blockman death, yeah. Like again, the best Little Mac versus the best Steve. Yeah, I believe Steve wins always because there's no proper way for Mac to approach in this matchup. Because in other matchups where Mac loses, there's a slight chance that he can approach properly, but not that well. But I believe Steve is like probably the one matchup where Mac just gets it real hard to approach. When he down tilts off stage, another problem exactly. Unless you have like godlike snapping, skills to the ledge. Yeah, it's really hard to do. And even if he doesn't down tilt, he can't just block and do other stuff. Like also his F throw, it launches horizontally, and actually the most effective way to edgeguard Little Mac is actually to throw him horizontally from the edge of the stage. And Steve can do that pretty easily with his F throw. So yeah. So I believe right now, at this moment, Steve is probably Mac's worst matchup in this game, in my opinion. About Min Min, I already talked about Min Min. Min Min also, it's a loss, like Mac loses to Min Min, because extendable arms, easily gimped, especially minecart forces you to be in the air. Exactly, that's what I meant. And then if I'm in the air, he can just either fair me, back air me, up air me, and then do his block combos and whatnot. Not only that, if he blocks while mining, I have to jump to approach him. Well, I could just destroy the blocks because Mac can do that easily, but it's wasted time. It's wasting an animation, and therefore is extra end lag. You know what I mean? Yeah, about Min Min, yeah, I already said what I wanted to say about Min Min. She She is one tough cookie for Little Mac because again, like run up shield is actually good against this character, but like the fact that she can throw just one arm, you shield one, and then she can delay the throwing of the other arm. Extendable grabs, no gimping with Ram super easy. Yeah, and like I said before, Ram is probably the best arm that Min Min has against Mac, even more so than Megawatt or the Dragon. The Dragon also can be tough to deal with, especially off stage. But Ram I believe is the better because it's the fastest one, catches jumps, so attempting approaches, and can gimp pretty easily at the ledge. So yeah. So these are this one. Now to go alphabetically order. The order that this website actually gives me. So let's start with Banjo. Banjo, in my opinion, is in the Mac loses against Banjo. Although he's in loses, it's not that big of a loss as other characters. Main reason for being in losing is of course the zoning. Like grenade plus X is tough for Mac to deal with without shielding. He has to force shielding or parrying or whatever. And if off stage, Mac has to time his jumps precisely, otherwise he will get gimped by one and he's dead. That's basically it. And also if Mac jumps out of time or something, if he whiffs something that he shouldn't, side B is there to punish you. Other stuff is there to punish you, like grabs and whatnot. So yeah, again, it's in loses, but not that big of a loss in my opinion. But still in loses because it's hard to approach. Again, the common theme about this matchup chart. If it's hard to approach, Mac is going to have a tough time. On to the next character. Next character will be Bayonetta, and Bayonetta, in my opinion, is... Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention. I know that for some of these matchups, things might be different regarding the stages you're in. Oh well, in the case of Min Min and Steve, and Steve, in my opinion, stages don't matter. They win, period. But in terms of Banjo, for example, Banjo benefits from platforms, of course, against Mac. Because if he's in the lead, he can just camp him out and stuff like that, and Mac can do nothing without getting hardly punished. Basically, that's it. Next one, Bayonetta. Bayonetta is in the even department. Bayonetta to me is even for a simple reason. Mac doesn't have that much of a hard time approaching Bayo, because well, people say, oh, but she has neutral V the shots. Mac can low profile while running, can low profile the shots easily. He's faster than Mac. Then Bayo has quicker attacks than Bayo on the ground, especially. What makes this even is the fact that in certain stages, Bayo has a chance of just comboing the hell out of Mac. But again, depends on the stage. For example, in FD, this matchup, I believe Mac has a better chance, in my opinion. But with platforms, much harder to deal with. That's why I say it's even. Like, it's going to be very stage dependent. However, those neutral B charging with Little Mac is going to be optimal in this matchup to avoid combos, to avoid juggling and stuff like that in certain stages. But a stage like Battlefield or Yoshi's Story, he's probably going to get a hard time if he's juggled. Not only that, edge guarding with Bayonetta is not that hard because she can come up she can come back from almost anywhere in the stage. So yeah. But still, I say even because it's very stage dependent, and it's even with the stage dependent, like Mac has still some chances of beating. Continuing on in the even department, we have Bowser. Bowser is also even because they're both rushdown characters. Mac's faster than Bowser on the ground, of course, but still. Well, Mac is only slower than two characters. He's only slower than Sonic and Captain Falcon. The rest, he outruns everybody. But yeah, Bowser, it's even because both can kill early. Both have options to kill early. Also, they're both rushdown characters. Yeah, like, sure, Bowser has tough guy, so Mac has hard time dealing with tough guy if he does with rapid jabs and whatnot, but just don't rapid jam and you're fine. Basically, yeah, like the quickest options out of shield, for example, for both characters are almost equally as fast. So it's a very even, yeah, like the matchup, this particular matchup, basically who commits the first mistake, they're gonna lose that, and who loses the first stock probably. Who loses the first, like if one character is in the lead, he's probably gonna win, no matter who it is. Basically, that's it. And the fact that they're, you know, they have attacks that kill super early. Yeah, it makes this matchup hell even. Regarding stages, Bowser has a slight advantage on stages like Battlefield or Yoshi's Story, of course, because of the nature of the platforms and the nature of the side B command throw. That's pretty much it. Like the rest, like in other stages, it's very even. Okay, moving on. Moving on. This is probably another even matchup. It's gonna be Bowser Jr. I think Bowser Jr. is another even matchup for like. He doesn't like. He has Mecha Koopa and his Cannonball. They both suck for zoning. Like Mecha Koopa is a little bit more competent, but I can just shield, pick that up, and throw at the opponent because it deactivates the Mecha Koopa as exploding. The rest is it all comes down to, you know, quickness, speed, stuff like that. Bowser Jr. has some advantage in stages with platforms, of course, because he can just side B, up air, up air, up air. But that can only take him so far because his best killing moves are his smash attacks, his jabs on ledge. He can sort of gimp, you know, with his nair or something like that. His nair is actually very good for gimping. But that's pretty much it. Like Mac can easily two-frame his recovery, and especially Bowser Jr.'s recovery has that weakness that if he's out of the cart, if he's hit out of the cart, it takes a while for him to get his cart back, and while he doesn't have his cart, he can't up B again. So yeah, if he two frames Bowser Jr., Bowser Jr. loses. Period. That's pretty much it. Again, yeah, that's my take on it. Okay, who else? Let me see if this is even or not. It is. You'll notice lots of even matchups here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Violet. That'd be so dumb. Oh, from Bowser Jr. Yeah. Violet, why it's even? People are all okay. People are probably starting to freak out if they hear this because, oh my God! But you know, Violet has up air. She has up B to juggle Mac, and has the arrow that forces him to that can zone him out and stuff like that. First of all, the arrow, like Pilot's arrow is super overrated in my opinion, because the only thing you can do that is mix up with the mix up the charging period or canceling or whatever. But the end, like it gives if I shield that or parry that or whatever, it's oh my gosh. And if I'm top of Violet has no viable option to get out of it quicker than Max, I believe. Oh, and about the juggling, remember, Mac has neutral recharging. Neutral recharging in certain percentages just completely nullifies any juggling attempt by any character ever if the attacks are multi-hits. In the case of Violet, it's multi-hits. So up air, especially nair, probably fair and back air are probably the best ways to hit him. Are the best moves to hit Mac in the air. But up air and down air to spike and whatnot. But nair and up air, that's usually what people use more to juggle, to rack up damage. Mac can just neutrally out of it completely. Also, scooping up with up smash. It doesn't work for Mac if he's neutral recharging as well. Not only that, it leaves me on the ground. I'll take some damage, sure. Leaves me on the ground, and Violet will be completely open to get the neutral B punch, the straight lunge is how it's officially called. Although not fully charged, of course. It will leave Violet wide open, basically. Why it's even, however, if Max caught off stage, Violet can just nair and he's dead. Some stages might help, like Battlefield or whatnot. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it about Violet. And then, yeah. So next. Another even matchup. It's Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon, another rushdown character. This character actually outruns Mac. However, his normals are not as quick as Max, basically. And again, like other characters that usually combo people and juggle people a lot, Mac can just get out of certain situations. However, with the Captain Falcon, if you're caught in the air by Captain Falcon, Mac can have some trouble unless you DI correctly to get away from possible knees of justice or whatnot. Also, but yeah, basically it's tough for Captain Falcon to take Mac off the ground, in my opinion. When he does, yeah, he can do a lot of pressure. Mac can start to panic a little bit, and the Mac player can start to panic a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, in stages like Battlefield and Yoshi's Story, stuff like that, yeah, this character has a little bit of an edge. But in general, I don't think it's favorable to either one. Again, it's like Bowser. Like, the character who is in the lead will probably win the match. That's pretty much it. Next character. It's another even matchup. Jesus Christ. Doing this by alphabetic order. It's actually doing a lot of stuff. In fact, I'm gonna put Crom and Roy. I'm gonna put Roy here as well. Where's Roy? Where's Roy? Here it is. I'm gonna put Roy and Crom here. The two Echo Fighters, because it's equal to both of them basically. Roy and Crom are even as well. Because no, they're sword fighters. Technically, sword fighters have an edge against rushdowns because of their range. However, because of their range. However, especially Roy. No, hitting with the tip of the sword is not what he really wants. He wants to get close and personal with Mac. And getting close and personal with Mac, usually Mac wins because of his ground game. So Roy has to work on his grabs a little bit more and his juggle options, because Mac can't neutral recharge out of his juggle options. So therefore, especially in stages like Battlefield and whatnot, it can be problematic. However, in general, Mac is faster, on the ground especially, and both characters can equally edge guard them properly. Like Roy's recovery is not the best. Crom has an even worse recovery. That is easily. Both recoveries are excessively exploitable by counters, and both characters have counters. So yeah, it's even. It's very even. Also, Mac can get out of double edge dance side B of both characters just by neutral recharging. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. What else? Cloud now. It's gonna be Cloud. Cloud. Let me think about Cloud. I believe Cloud is even too, because basically for the same reasons as Roy and Crom. Like Roy and Crom, no, I know they're sorties and whatnot, yeah, but again they have flaws that Mac can exploit. Cloud, the same thing. Again, Cloud can get out of juggle stuff from like Mac can't neutral recharge his way out of juggling by Cloud. However, it's not that hard. No, it's not that easy to put Mac in the air with Cloud. However, Cloud has a slight advantage that Roy and Crom don't have, which is a good out of shield option, which is up B. And Popo is here. Yo, Popo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream and to the matchup chart that you helped happen, by the way. Say hi to Popo. Say thank you to Popo. Because without him, this matchup chart wouldn't be happening. So where I was, Cloud. Again, Cloud is, again for the same reasons as Roy and Crom, exploitable flaws that Mac can exploit, of course, especially countering his recovery and whatnot. Again, what makes Cloud a little bit better than Roy and Crom is his out of shield options, especially his up B out of shield, which is something that Mac can't punish easily if he hits Cloud's shield. Something that with other characters he can do better with his F tilt and whatnot. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, he has a projectile. But again, it's in my opinion, it's not the best projectile in the world. It's not that, it's not very useful for gimping either, so it's fine. So yeah. The next character. Again, because it's an alphabetic order, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit repetitive for many people. I'm gonna put Corin in even as well. This one, yeah, Corin, it's even again because it's very stage dependent. Yeah, like Corin wins the juggling game by a lot. However, again, just like the other characters, it's hard to put Mac in the air. That's pretty much it. Also is an exploitable recovery by counters, stuff like that. Not very good out of shield options in my opinion. Has a lot of range. Has a projectile, but it's a mediocre projectile. Mac can easily deal with that just by shielding or parrying, or even countering if at the proper range. Yeah, that's basically it. Corrin gains a little bit of advantage in stages like Battlefield Yoshi's Story again, just like everybody else here. But in like stages like FD and whatnot, yeah. Late, hi Duplo, hi. Late, welcome to the stream. Doing a Little Mac matchup chart if you're interested. It's my opinion. It's not no stuff set in stone. It's just my opinion, according to my experience and me watching Max and stuff. Does Little Mac have plus matchups against Ganondorf? Yes, he has. I'm just going by alphabetic order, which is the order you see on the right. So the winning matchups will come. Don't worry, Late. Stick around and you'll see who. But right now, yeah, about Corrin, I pretty much stated everything I wanted. Again, some of these even matchups, I'm going to reiterate again. Okay, I want to see that. Thank you very much. Again, a lot of these even matchups that I'm going to put here and even that are already here and I'm going to put consecutively. Some of these matchups can be disfavorable to Mac depending on the stage. But if it's really that stage dependent, I might as well put an even, because it's not like a straight loss. That's what I want to say. So characters like the Swordies, like Bowser, Bayonetta, like until now everyone here. If they go to Battlefield or Yoshi's Story, yeah, they have a much better shot in beating Mac. However, we have to count all the possibilities in every single stuff. And every single like element of the game. And the game isn't just made of Battlefield. It isn't just made of Yoshi's Story. So that's why they're even to me right now. On to the next character. I'm going to put two of them, which is the Echo Fighters. I'm going to put Daisy and Peach. Where is she? She's here. I'm going to put Peach and Daisy here in the losing department. Well, what do you say? It's another character that it's hard to approach. Very hard to approach Peach. Turnip game. You know, the floating aerials. Yeah, they're hard to deal with for Mac. That super awesome counter with Toad, like one of the best counters in the game in my opinion. And then edge guarding to Peach is free, like almost in any stage. Like the stage doesn't matter here in my opinion. So that's why I think Mac just completely loses to the princesses. Again, like I said in the beginning, common theme in this matchup chart: if Mac has trouble approaching, Mac will probably lose the matchup. So yeah. That's basically it. Next ones are also Echo Fighters. So the next ones that I'm gonna talk about are the Pits, and to me, Pit and Dark Pit are. Oh, by the way, something I forgot to say about Peach and Daisy. Again, just like with some of the Swordies, but with here it's worse because of her zoning abilities. Mac can't just neutral charge his way out of stuff aerially, except for up B, but even still. Yeah, it's hard for... this matchup is really hard for Little Mac. Again, the Pits. I'm going to put the Pits in even matchup. As even matchup. Simply put, yeah. Many multi-hits that Mac can just get out of. It's almost the same situation as other characters, which is the stage will matter a lot. Something like Battlefield, something like Yoshi's Story, something like that will eventually caught up to Mac. But in general, it's even because just like with any of these characters, if they get the lead, they can just get out of Mac or just camp him out with arrows and whatnot. But if it's Mac winning, which is not that hard for him to do in this matchup as well because of his super armor and armor moves and whatnot, can be quite troublesome. Also, his Guardian Orbitars in this matchup are completely useless, so it's -1 move they have. No, because it doesn't have projectiles. So that's basically it. It's not that hard to two-frame them either because of the recovery. Yeah. Now another losing matchup in my opinion is Diddy Kong. Oh, and I still have to talk about other stuff. Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong, again, it's hard to approach Diddy Kong when he has the peanut gun. He has a command throw, a moving command throw, the banana peel. It's hard for Mac to deal with without him slipping out. Yeah, he can catch him with dash attack or something, but you have to time it just right. The rest, yeah, it's also he can juggle Mac to death. Mac can't just neutrally charge his way out of stuff, just like with other characters. Very easy to edge guard with peanuts and whatnot. Has an exploitable recovery, but again, Mac has to actually put Diddy off stage for that, and it's hard to do. It's better to do it. It's easier to do it with Diddy. So yeah, Diddy can just put Mac easily out of the stage with his command throw, normal throws, banana peel combos, and banana peel with the down tilt or F smash or whatever, horizontally especially. So yeah, this matchup goes to Diddy really well. Now I'm going to talk about, yeah, I see Dark Samus there. I'm just going to put Samus and Dark Samus as well in the losing department. Where's Samus? Is here. Samus and Dark Samus. Yeah, Samus and Dark Samus also win against Little Mac, like easily. Like they're pure zoners. And pure zoners just win against Mac because, again, Mac can't approach properly. Or has to work a lot to approach properly. Yeah, so Mac has to wait for like a rookie mistake by a Samus main to actually successfully approach and then do his quote-unquote combo game, which is not that big of a deal. And not only that, yeah, Samus and Dark Samus don't have a good disadvantage state, in my opinion, and most people's opinions. But Mac can't really take advantage of that because it's in the air and she's very floaty. And Mac in the air has to take, like, the very fact that he's jumping, he's committing a lot. And committing a lot is not good for Mac. Okay, and yeah, like I said, the matchup chart will be a little bit smoother, will go smoother and less time consuming than the tier list. Next is next it will be Donkey Kong. And okay, I know that personally I myself struggle a lot in this matchup, but I'm also basing myself on other Little Mac mains that play better than me, of course, and are top players and whatnot, or high-level, top-level players. I'm gonna put Donkey Kong at even. Basically, Donkey Kong can easily be approachable. The thing is, if you hit his shield. If Mac hits his shield, that's when he's kind of screwed over, especially at high percentages. So he has to watch out for that. But until it reaches that point, yeah, Mac can do a little bit more damage. The problem is, I myself struggle a lot in this matchup because I'm getting grabbed a lot. However, it's not... No, a good little Mac will never be like... will not be easily grabbable by Donkey Kong. But of course, if he does his cargo hold, it's a stock. A cargo hold equals a stock. And then, but again, the thing that helps Mac in this situation is that even if Donkey Kong is in the lead, you know, like Donkey Kong can't, you know, run or camp properly like other characters can, no matter the stage or anything. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's my whole opinion. The next character is Dr. Mario, and is going to go to the even department again. A lot of even matchups here. Again, this is one of those characters that can work a little bit like the swordies in case of, you know, it depends on the stage. But again, if it is really dependable on the stage, it's even to me. So yeah, like he has a projectile for gimps and whatnot, but the rest, like he's super slow. Mac is faster. Mac can approach him properly. No, can armor through his stuff. Some of his stuff, like the tornado. He just has to be careful with his grab. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's like if Mac is always on top of Dr. Mario can't do anything. Doesn't have fast options to punish stuff out of shield except for a P. But again, if Mac spaces his stuff correctly, he can't hit as a P. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Next is... Yeah, I got to this conclusion in the latest stream. In the latest stream I actually... The last Smash stream I did. And yeah, Duck Hunt is in the losing department. Yeah, Mac loses to Duck Hunt because, again, it's one of those characters that you just can't approach properly. Or you have to wait for a mistake for you to approach properly. He has the dish, he has the can, he has the gunman. He has to commit to approach. If he has to commit to approach, he doesn't win. That's pretty much it. No matter the stage here. Also easily you can easily edgeguard Mac, stuff like that. Punish Mac's options, committing options. So yeah. That's my view of it. Another losing matchup. In my opinion. Losing? Wait. No, it is losing. No, I'm thinking about it. It is losing. It's Falco. Falco is the juggle machine. He has multi-hit areas, I know, but he has up air. Up air, I believe Mac can't neutral recharge out of anything. He has laser to prevent approaches. He has a frame 1, just like Mac has a frame 1 option, which is his jab. He has down B, which is frame 1 as well, to stop him in his tracks as well. Can easily edgeguard him. Like, it's super easy to edgeguard Mac with Falco. What else? Yeah, probably one of the best aerial games in the whole roster. The highest double jump in the game, yeah. Like, and then again, Mac in the air, you can't win. That's pretty much it. So, for the best aerial player in the roster, or the best aerial character in the roster, like, yeah, can't do much. On the other hand, Fox, however, I think it's even. Because Fox has to approach as well, and again, if characters have to approach as well, it's kind of not that bad for Mac. Again, the only thing that can matter here is a little bit of the stage, and even then, the stage I don't think it plays that big of a part. But it's even because, yeah, it's easy for Fox to damage to make Mac accumulate damage and whatnot. But unlike Falco, he doesn't have aerial, a multi-hit aerial, so he can juggle him as well. Also, he has fast normals as well as Mac. Well, Mac has faster, but still. What makes this even is also the fact that Falco is a fast faller, and being a fast faller, Mac can easily, juggle him with up tilts, basically. And what else? Oh, and also he has like a stupidly exploitable recovery, exploitable to framing and stuff like that. Like and Mac can easily do that. I believe here the stage that doesn't really matter. Yeah. What else? It's even also because it's one of those situations that Fox is a fast character as well, and just like with any other of these matchups, if Max, whoever is in the lead, will probably win the match. Also, who else? Who else? Else is Greninja next, and Greninja. Greninja is even. Greninja is even because, again, it's one of those characters that benefit from platforms a whole lot. But not that much if he's not on platforms. With his, he has great juggle game as well, great combo game as well, very quick. But he's also like a fast faller. Great jump, great aerial game as well. Yeah, it's even because if you don't have any platforms, Mac can have a chance of winning. Really high chance of winning, in fact, because he can just armor through stuff. Yeah, super armor and heavy armor here are big players in these matchups, in these even matchups. Basically, yeah, that's it. Also, yeah, his recovery is also very exploitable. Like if Greninja's off stage, Mac has a chance of killing him either with counter, shadow sneak, or two framing his up B. That's it basically. Next, however, is Hero. Hero, I had to think a whole lot about this. I had to think long and hard about this. Because I have this because of Hero's speed. Hero's speed is the only thing that's preventing him from being a losing matchup for Mac. Like he's very slow. He's slow normal, slow everything, slow aerials. Like, yeah, that Mac can't get out of it with neutral B, but still slow aerials, stuff like that. Like, it's another character that is stage dependent. But this is one of those that Hero can actually, he can camp Mac. For example, Kalos, for example, makes this matchup completely Hero favorable. However, again, if it's stage dependent, to me it's even. Because in other stages, Mac can easily destroy him. Because it's easy to approach him. Yeah, it's really easy to approach him. People think it's not, but it is. He can just shield his projectiles and then punish his end leg or whatnot. Projectiles or even side B. He can just shield that and he's dead. And he doesn't. And if Mac is really good, he doesn't even leave an opening for Hero to open his menu for spells or buffs or whatever. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Now, wait, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, you're about to hear the first one of the, besides Ganondorf, other matchups that I believe that Little Mac wins. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Ice Climbers. I think Mac wins against the Ice Climbers. Mac wins against the Ice Climbers because, first of all, no, he doesn't have that much of a problem getting rid of Nana. Also, many options that the Ice Climbers use on the ground are Mac can just out armor them with neutral B or super like super armor from smash attacks and whatnot. Like, and even in stages where they could, you know, they could benefit a little bit from juggling and whatnot. The Mac will eventually go down with, you know, if he just does fast fall air dodge, and then he's back on the ground again. And again, it's an issue for the Ice Climbers to take Mac off the off the ground again. He doesn't have also he doesn't have trouble approaching because, you know, Icicle is probably the worst projectile in the game, in my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only thing that can happen is, like, okay, if the Ice Climbers put Mac off stage. No, now that I think of it, no, not even Blizzard works because Mac will just will just go down, and he'll just recover using up B from the lower end of the stage, and that's it. He avoids Blizzard altogether, or any other of that stuff. And not only that, if the Ice Climbers are going to edgeguard him, they're also committing a whole lot because of Nana's AI. And I don't think the Ice Climbers want that, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's pretty much a win for Mac, in my opinion. Who else? Oh, the next one is Ike. Ike is the same stuff as the other sword characters. It's even. It's like what I said about the sword fighters applies to Ike, with the added bonus that Ike is not that fast in terms of aerials, normals, and whatnot. You can juggle Mac, true, but again, it's one of those characters who's in the lead will probably win. But again, I won't take that much time explaining because I already explained it with the other swordies like Cloud, Roy Crom, and even when Mart and Lucina come out. Well, with Mart and Lucina come out, maybe my speech will be a little bit different, but still, I think it's even. Also because of the recovery, super exploitable, stuff like that. Who else? It's Incineroar next, and Incineroar is even too. Incineroar is even too because he's a grappler. So if if Mac approaches, he can approach, of course, but he can then be grabbed for it, and Incineroar has one of the best grabs in the game, in my opinion. Not only that, he has a great option out of shield and a great option to edgeguard Mac almost instantly without committing too much, which is his darkest lariat, his neutral B. You can't just go out off stage near ledge level, just do that and he gets Mac. It's a free win, basically, that's it. And the next character that I'm going to talk about is Inkling, and Inkling Inkling is in the losing department, I think. Again, it's one of those characters that is hard to approach. Jigs down B ended. Oh, rest, yeah. Rest ended. Again, why is Inkling in the loser? Why Mac loses to Inkling? Another one of those situations where it's hard to approach without getting punished or without committing. Down B and side B are stuff that can punish Mac's approach options, or almost lack thereof. And of course, it has a great recovery. Um, Also, aerials that Mac can't really. Well, Mac can neutral B charge his way out of his one of his options, which is up throw to up air, which is called the booyah. Mac at certain percentages can get out of the booyah with neutral B charge. But again, with his other aerials, Mac can't just deal with properly. It's very hard to approach. Like, shielding a lot with Mac can help him in this matchup, but not as much as with other characters, in my opinion. So in general, regardless of stage, I believe that Inkling wins. What else? Oh, next is Isabel. Isabel, it's even 2. Isabel is even 2 because it's not that hard to approach Isabel for Little Mac. You can't just shield like if the only thing that probably Isabel can do is either like use fishing rod and whatnot, because she doesn't have range in her attacks, at least grounded attacks. And even if she uses her nair or fair, or sorry, her fair or back air or slingshot, Mac can just, low profile during his run. And what else? Also, it's easy for Mac to destroy the Lloyd Rocket setups with 2 down tilts or 1 down angle left smash, and even has super armor in that last attack, in order to avoid any real consequences. What else? Yeah, just like, again, it's even because it's not that hard for Isabel to put Mac off stage, and if she puts Mac off stage, yeah, Mac has a hard time recovering because of her slingshot. Can be easily gimpable by that, or even that's where the fishing rod is actually pretty much more useful in that regard. But the rest, yeah, it's even because, yeah, it's one of those. Whoever's in the lead will win. Okay, I'm blazing through this a whole lot. I see. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Joker from Persona 5. What can I say about Joker? Yeah, Joker wins. Joker wins. So I'm thinking long and hard, and yeah, Joker wins. Again, here the approach options doesn't really matter because, yeah, he has Iha. I can just shield Iha. The problem is the rest. His gunplay hinders him completely, more so than you think, because I don't have the range to punish his gun attempt close range in order to the part of the gun where it actually knocks Mac a little bit back, and also edge guarding Joker is almost completely unviable without committing. And with Arsene, it's even worse because with Arsene, Joker has much more gimpable options. Does a lot of more damage and whatnot, and that's what can I say? Like with Joker's mobility and whatnot, yeah, Mac's mobility is only good on the ground. Joker's mobility is good everywhere. With Arsene, even better. Yeah, with Arsene, Mac can 2-frame him with down smash, but that's it. Without Arsene, he can't punish his recovery in almost any other way. Yeah, I'm not seeing a good, favorable scenarios for Mac, whatever the stage it is. Again, unless Joker makes a mistake, but again, I'm considering high to top level play here. So, yeah, I'm not seeing a scenario where Joker can do bad, at least in my opinion. Now, here's another even matchup that people might be surprised to hear about, which is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is even, in my opinion, and people might be freaking out because, oh my god, but the air mobility and the fair and the multiple jumps and whatnot. Here's the thing. This is one of the most, in my opinion, this is the matchup I dislike the most to play. Not because it's bad for Mac or whatnot, it's because it's not viable for either character to approach. At least that's what my experience tells me. If Mac approaches, Jigglypuff can just, punish him hard with a grab, and then consecutive aerials and whatnot, and he's dead. Because it's Jigglypuff versus Mac. However, if Jigglypuff approaches, I can just F-Smash or whatever. I'll super armor your options, and then I'll do massive damage, and I'll kill you super early because you're Jigglypuff. You're the second lightest character in the game. So yeah, it's one of those scenarios. Oh, and this is regardless of stake. Again, it's another situation where it's regardless of stake. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it about Jigglypuff. There's not that much to say. Oh, now I'm gonna put. Oh yeah, the next matchups I'm gonna talk about are gonna be. People might be a little bit. Shocked also to hear about this, but I'm going to put in the win department. I'm going to put Ryu and Ken. I'm going to talk about both of them. They're both Echo Fighters, so I'm going to talk about both of them. Ryu and Ken and win. Basically, Ryu and Ken, just like Little Mac, excel in the ground game. I know Ryu and Ken have a projectile, and it's a weak projectile that Mac can deal with just shielding. Also, he can deal with the approach attempts by shielding. And so basically, since Mac, in my opinion, Mac is better than Ryu and Ken in the ground game because of his speed, because of the speed of his normals, his frame data overall. And in the air, Mac can just choose not to go in the air against these characters. It's a luxury that Mac doesn't have against other characters that are in the lower end of this screen. So yeah, that's basically it. And if he has the luxury of not going or not wanting to go to the air, that pretty much makes this match like winnable for Mac. Can super armor through their stuff, especially Ken's stuff. He can even heavy armor Ken's stuff because of his multiple hit Tatsumaki, his multiple hit Shoryuken, like the first hits. Yeah, that's pretty much it on Ryu and Ken. When Terry comes around, because there's another fighting game character, it will be a similar situation. Which I'm going to talk about when I get there. But yeah, for now, Ryu and Ken, they lose to Mac. Like, Mac wins against these characters, in my opinion. Not that hard, not that difficultly. It's not that difficult to win against these characters. That's what I wanted to say. In the meantime, oh my God, here he comes. One of the worst matchups for Little Mac. Not good enough to be like Steve levels in my mind, but almost Steve levels is King Dedede. This is one of those characters that Mac can't approach properly, unless he waits for one of the multiple jumps of King Dedede to land or something to then punish with up tilt and whatnot. But this is one of those matchups that Mac can't just approach. He has Gordo, okay, I can reflect Gordos with attacks, good, but then he has Inhale. He has multiple jumps. He has range in his attacks. very strong attacks. What else? Yeah, like he can punish. He can edge guard Mac almost for free. Yeah, this matchup is almost unwinnable for Mac. It's more on the unwinnable side than almost anybody else. But and Steve is also it's also one of those cases. But yeah, DDD. Yeah, the only thing that DDD has not working for him is the fact that he's heavy. But that doesn't mean anything when he has the tools that he has to deal with Romac. That's pretty much it. Next character. Next character is King K. Rool, and King K. Rool. King K. Rool. King K. Rool is even. King K. Rool is even, and here's why I'm gonna say even. Yeah, he has projectiles, he has crown, he has blunderbuss, but they're very slow projectiles, and Mac can easily approach even with them just by shielding and whatnot. And not only that, Mac can wait for the blunderbuss to suck the ball and whatnot, to suck the cannonball. He can just wait for the crown to come back or something like that. So it's not that hard to approach, and again, it's one of those cases that, okay, Mac can go to the air against this character, but he can almost choose not to as well. The thing that makes this hard is recovery. The fact that he is not easily two-frameable, although Mac is one of the few characters that can two-frame him because of the super armor. And what else? Oh yeah, oh but wait, I forgot. There's a factor here, which is if he goes to the ledge, he can be sucked by blunderbuss and easily be killed against the stage. That's also a big problem. Also, he can't. King K. Rool can avoid being edge guarded with the crown. So yeah. Again, it's very stage dependent as well. Sushi, hi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Again, King K. Rool can win in other stages, more favorable stages like in the battlefield and whatnot. But again, in FD, he struggles a little bit. Again, stage dependent, even. That's pretty much it. Another character that I don't know if Pacmon is still here. If you are, Pacmon, if you are, you're going to love this. No, not only Pacmon, Glitchy. No, sorry, Glitchy. You were the one that mentioned this. You thought you knew where Kirby goes in a matchup chart, right? Well, I don't know what you thought, but to me, Kirby is even. May not look like it, but it's even. Yes, sir. Did you guess right? Did you guess right? Yeah, Kirby is even. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, because again, just like Mac, they have I'm sorry, they have a hard time to approach. Both characters, actually. It's not as bad for Kirby as it is, for example, Jigglypuff, but it's kind of hard for Kirby to approach as well. Kirby secondary thinks, yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to drink a little bit of water. But yeah, it's even because both characters fail to approach properly. Again, it's even. It's one of my favorite characters secondary. Nice, Sushi, nice. Again, Kirby. It's even, although it may not look like it because no. In terms of the edge guard, the department, Kirby has a great edge over Mac. But on the ground, yeah, it's completely even because it can be right back. Okay, be yourself at will. Again, because Kirby's options to actually throw Mac off the ground or off the air or stuff like that, he has to struggle a little bit for them, no matter the stage, in my opinion. However, because of the nature of his advantage in the edge guard department, this is not easily winnable for Max, so it's going to be even, of course. And me myself, you know, and Glitchy is and Pacmon, especially Pacmon, is witness to this. Yeah, it's kind of hard for Mac to win this matchup consistently, so it's even, or at least my Mac. Okay, the next character. The next character is easy, in my opinion. It's Link. Link, it's the losing department again. Is his owner. Being his owner, Mac loses. That's the nature of the game, in my opinion. Very hard to approach Link, especially with not only with items, but with projectiles, but this sword as well. The only thing that Mac could do is exploit his recovery with either 2-framing or counters, but good luck doing that against Link, that is constantly walling you with projectiles, especially if he's in the lead. If Link gets the lead, he can just camp you out for the rest of the matches. And if he's in the stage like Kalos or Yoshi's Yoshi's Story or Pokemon Stadium 2 or whatever, even worse. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next one is Lucario, and Lucario, believe it or not, I'm gonna put Lucario in even. Here's why I'm gonna put him in even. He has a projectile, so it difficults Mac's approach. True. But even if Mac shields, no, Lucario has a side B, proximity side B, which is a command throw or whatever. But that's pretty much it. Like, for example, off stage, yeah, you can gimp him with Nair or whatnot, but it's not that hard. It's not that easy to do. Not only that, what doesn't work in his favor is his lack of speed. And of course, Mac can just heavy armor through his aerials, because his aerials are weak, especially without aura. Oh yeah, and about the aura, another thing that doesn't work in favor of Lucario is his aura, because Mac can easily kill him. Without him reaching max aura, in my opinion. What also helps Lucario in this matchup is the movement option, especially in stages like Battlefield, Yoshi's Story, stuff like that. Can't aura F tier. Can't aura F tier, yeah. Aura is probably, okay, I'm just gonna say it right now, Aura is probably the worst mechanic in this game in terms of practicality and competitive viability, in my opinion. The character specific mechanic. This is probably the worst one in the game. There, I said it. So yeah, it's even because of that. If it wasn't for the movement options and the fact that he has a projectile and a good way to punish Mac's approaches, attempted approaches, with his command throw and whatnot, this was easily winnable for Little Mac. IMD came in and I disagree. One cargo throw off stage at 40 and Mac is dead. Okay, RZ, I've already talked about DK, but just to say this, how do you plan on grabbing a good Little Mac? I mean a Little Mac that doesn't hit your shield or something like that, or doesn't commit as much. No, you know what I mean? Like, read them. Okay, read them. Okay, we're talking about high to top level play here. I'm talking about the best Little Mac versus the best Donkey Kong. It's not easy for a heavy character, a slow heavy character like DK, to approach Mac properly, or vice versa. I know, because no Mac, but Mac has a little bit of an edge because of his speed, and if he, and Mac can just run up tilt and whatnot, and Donkey Kong has a bit of a struggle. Yes, I know it's good if, like, for example, if Mac hits your shield and whatnot, yeah, you can just grab him, cargo hold, and it's a stock. I already specified that. Also, DK has good spacing moves, such as Bear and down B. As Mac does. Mac has his F tilt. Mac has his well-spaced up tilt, also is very good for combos. And it has his down tilt as well, that can also be well-spaced. Again, it's even because both have those qualities. You know what I mean? Again, the problem is for Mac is if Mac hits his shield, hits DK's shield, yeah, it's completely bad for little Mac. For little Mac, because again can just cargo hold and done. It's a stock. But if, for example, if Mac's in the lead, Mac can use his speed, to bait options out of DK. You know what I mean? But again, the same can go for DK if DK has a lead. If DK has a lead, Mac has to be the one to be has to be the aggressive one. You know what I mean? And if he's the aggressive one, yeah, DK can punish. Again, it's an even situation because of this. That's why it's not a straight win for DK. DK has lots of chances to win this matchup. Yes, it does. But Mac also has them. That's why it's even. That's why it's not a straight win or lose or anything. I hope I stated my opinion well. But again, thank you for commenting and thank you for participating in the discussion. What I was saying about, oh yeah, Lucario. No, Lucario, no, Link. Or did I talk about Link already or Lucario? I did. Damn. You lost me. Yeah, I lost me. You lost me there. I was talking about Lucario, I think. But yeah, Lucario, I was saying Lucario could easily lose the matchup to Lil Mac if he didn't have those options, that projectile, that the command throw to punish approaches and whatnot. But again, Aura hinders him a whole lot in this matchup, a lot. That's why it's even. What else? Oh, Lucas. To me, there's no rocket science here. Lucas wins against Mac. Like I just played a match against Lil Mac in Elite match like 20 seconds ago, and I 3-stocked him easily. Elite Smash. RZ768. Elite Smash is not really a good measurement of high to top level play. Not only that, I'm not talking about online here as well. Just like my previous tier list that you can watch on YouTube. That I already have on my YouTube channel. I'm not talking about online or Elite Smash or whatever. I'm talking about high to top level offline play. And again, I don't know what kind of level of Little Mac you saw, but just because he has high GSP doesn't mean he's good. That's just what I'm trying to tell you here. In fact, not only this serves for Smash, it serves for actually every fighting game out there with ranked modes. Just because somebody is higher rank doesn't mean he's better. It just means he grinded for his rank the longest. For Smash, it's the same thing. Just because someone has high GSP doesn't mean he's better. It means he farmed more GSP. That's the only thing. But that means Pokemon. What that means? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm bad. I don't know if you're bad. It depends, Pokemon. For example, in terms of this tier list, or the tier list I made, or this matchup chart, which is again is taking into account my vision of high to top level play. It's alright, dude. I'm not an Elite Smash Pokemon. Again, What I wanted to say is that I'm sorry. I'm getting text messages. I have to respond later. Pacman, regarding this the tier list I made or this matchup chart, the level that we play, me, you, Glitchy, Meteor Rain, people that show up in my stream, we don't play at the level that I'm trying to analyze here, to the most part. I know that some of my experience is also being taken into account here, but yeah, our level comparing to the people I'm talking about, like the top level players and whatnot, we're nothing compared to them. Like I'm doing this based on experiencing experience of not only playing but also watching. That's pretty much it. So doesn't mean you're bad, I'm bad, someone's bad. Like if you want if you want to feel better about this, to me everybody's bad except the top level. No, like everybody's bad. I'm bad. You're bad. Glitch is bad. Meteor Rain is bad. Everybody's bad. No, I'm bad. I'm kidding. but you see what I mean? Like the way I'm putting this up is my opinion or my view of of what I consider to be high to top level. Of course, my experience is also getting here in here a bit, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, just to respond to RZ768 again, just because someone is in Elite Smash doesn't mean he's good. Like, I have Piranha Plant in Elite Smash. I'm not good with Piranha Plant. I just farmed GSP. That's what I did. Okay, moving on. Where was I? Lucas. Again, Lucas, it's a no-brainer. Lucas wins, clearly. You can't approach him properly. He has PK Fire. It's not the same properties as a PK Fire of Ness, for example, but still it's a PK Fire that you're forced to shield and then, or jump, and then you can punish your stuff. Also, if he puts you off stage, he just does PK Freeze, times it correctly, and Mac can't do very much in the air to avoid that. And it's a stock. It's this easy. What else? Also, ranged grab. Ranged grabs are also Mac's worst enemy. One of Mac's worst enemies in this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like Lucas, it's a no-brainer with the tools. Just the PK Fire plus the PK Freeze plus the ranged grab, and then he can just punish you, juggle you, whatever. Yeah, Mac can't win. What else? Who else is over here? Okay, I'm gonna talk about Marth and Lucina. I'm gonna talk about both of them at the same time. Actually, it's gonna be even, in my opinion. Where is Marth? Where's Marth? Here he is. I'm gonna put Marth and Lucina as Echo Fighters here because in this context, I can talk about both of them. Yeah, they're swordies. Again, just like Crom and Roy. Swordies against like Mac is not that bad against swordies. Like yeah, he can just shield and punish and like shield punish and bait and punish and whatnot. And Mac is not that bad. What makes this even is of course they're swords, so they can be a little bit apart. And unlike Roy, for example. If they space it well enough, Mac can have a hard time, you know, punishing stuff. The problem is if they don't space it. Also, in this scenario, stages are also an important factor. No stages where they can be juggled and whatnot. Mac can't neutral beam himself out of juggles from these characters. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like I won't repeat myself because I already talked about Roy and Crom. It's the same thing. Like they're swordies, sure, but Another thing that can be a little bit in the favor of Martha and Lucina, their recoveries. They're too frameable, but not as easily, and counters are not really that big of a deal against this recovery. Basically, that's it. Sushi is back. Sushi is back. Welcome. Welcome back. Next one is Luigi. Luigi. I have to think about Luigi. Luigi, I'm gonna put even. Even again. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Even because actually it's not that. Yeah, like Luigi is not easy to approach by Little Mac, of course, because of his projectile, and of course his range is range grab and Zaire. Can act as a projectile too, and then yeah, it can just combo you and whatnot, and that's it. Yeah, that's the main problem with Mac in this matchup is the approach. I stopped at Kirby. I lost a lot of things. A few. Again, this VOD will be available to hear after the stream is over. You can then hear it then. Again, Luigi, it's hard to approach. It's harder to approach than a lot of characters in the even matchup, but still, it's not impossible to get in. And if he gets in, that's pretty much it. It's one of those characters. Again, if whoever takes the lead can easily win this match. Also, what makes this even, Mac is completely impervious to Luigi's famous death combo that starts with a down throw. In the middle of a combo, Mac has the frame data, has enough frame data to get out of the combo with just a B. I can mash a B and Mac gets out of that combo immediately. What this makes, however, is that this makes the Luigi player in order to rethink how he approaches this, because he can fake out the death combo, wait for the up B, and then punish accordingly, because up B, if done wrong, can be highly punishable. Plus what? In terms of edge guarding, Mac can easily edge guard him by countering green missile / misfire. And can 2-frame his up B. The problem, the thing is, you know, Luigi can also edge guard very well with his fair and whatnot, catching 2 frames with down angled F smash. That is a good thing about the 0 to death. It is for Mac. This is huge. I figured this out at actually one of my matches off stream against a Luigi main, Commander Bacon. He also showed up in my stream one day. And I figured that out, and he figured that out as well. And in the next match, he immediately changed his game plan, which granted him more wins than me. That's pretty much it. But again, in my experience, it's an even matchup. Another even matchup that I'm going to talk about. It's Mario. Mario is an even matchup because Mac can easily get off of his combos. Even easier, his juggling combos especially. Easier than actually Dr. Mario. Mario is also even because of other stuff. He can shield his projectile easily. He can punish stuff with his super armor. He can neutral air. He can neutral V his options easily. What else? He can be two framed with his up B as well. What else? Yeah, the problem is, again, flood is an issue, so Mac has to, but a good Mac knows how to avoid flood with proper snapping the ledge. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The character that has you know, that keeps the advantage state, keeps the pressure, wins this matchup. That's pretty much it. Even either one or the other. That's why it's even. That's not a huge loss. What is a huge loss, however, for Little Mac is Mega Man. Again, zoning character, hard to approach, completely hard to approach. Like there's no a good Mega Man can destroy Mac like completely. Like there's no Mac can get in. Like Mac can get into zoners, of course, but they have to make huge mistakes. That Mega Man is one such case, in my opinion. Also, great out of shield options, great punishment options, punishing approach, the attempted approaches of Little Mac. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, easily edge guardable by either well-placed, like a well-placed Metal Blade, like he can fair back here, whatever, because of his recovery against Little Mac is actually pretty good because it goes up a great deal of distance and stuff like that. Interesting, yeah, it is. It is interesting. Wells. Just like Kirby, Meta Knight is also in my opinion even. Almost the same applies to Kirby. Kirby applies to Meta Knight. The thing is aerials are not that strong, therefore Mac can just neutral B out of not only his up airs but his up B as well. He can neutral B out of his side B. He can neutral B out of his jabs. Mac has armor on his side in this matchup. The problem with this matchup is that if Meta Knight stays in the air for often, which he wants to do in this matchup, Mac has trouble. That's why in this matchup in particular, stages are crucial. Like stages with platforms are crucial for this matchup. They give much better chance of Meta Knight to win. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much more to say. What else? Oh, Mewtwo. I'm gonna say Mewtwo. Mewtwo is hard. With Curve I can fair chain you to that, but Meta Knight doesn't have something like that. He can edge guard easily too, because he can come back to the stage whenever he wants. The problem is, again, max armor is super important in this matchup. A good deal of factor in this matchup. But again, fair chains. Again, you're talking about the fair chain of Kirby. Depends on the percents as well. Because if I have just a little bit of a window of an opportunity, Mac can neutral be out of that too. And then he can low profile you and stuff like that, and then you'll get punished. Again, Mewtwo. I'm still thinking where to put Mewtwo here, because Mewtwo, it's hard to approach Mewtwo as well. You know what? I'm gonna put Mewtwo and lose. I think Mewtwo wins against Mac. Now that I'm visualizing the match in my head. Shadow Ball is difficult. Not only Shadow Ball, Disable. Disable is also a big factor here. Because yeah, he has Shadow Ball, and he has, in my opinion, much better tools to punish attempted approaches than, for example, Lucario. Because I tend to compare both Shadow Ball and Aura Sphere a lot. But then he has other stuff. Disable, like you have to be, like you can't face Mewtwo properly. And not only that, the matchup is even worse if you're in stages like Battlefield or Yoshi's Story. which usually usually players want to take Mac to that state in most matchups. So yeah. What else? Yeah. Of course, Nair is a non-issue for Mac. You can neutral be out of it, but the problem is the rest. The rest of the matchup, the rest of the aerials are tough for Mac to handle. His tail attacks are tough for Mac to handle, and that's pretty much it. Mac can't really punish a good Mewtwo that well, in my opinion. Not only that, yeah, he has a super high jump that can be easily too frameable and stuff like that. But again, it's tough for Mac to put him off stage for that. And even if he's off stage, like, yeah, he has a teleport recovery, hard to two-frame because of it. And that's pretty much it. Next, Mii Brawler. I'm gonna put Mii Brawler in even. Mii Brawler in even because, yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, they're both quick options, depending on the moveset. Yeah, it's even. Again, it's one of those. It's hard to explain. Like it's hard to explain without being too cliche. Like again, whoever has the lead, pretty much has the match in the bag, regardless of moveset. Especially with the optimal moveset of the piston punch up B, shot put, and the flip kick or feint kick. That's what it's called in the game. That makes this even and tough for Mac to handle. But again, like if Mii Brawler wasn't as fast as he is and didn't have great normals in fact, Mac would probably win the matchup. But no, it's not the case. Next, it's Mii Gunner. Mii Gunner is a loss for Mac. I'm sorry. We have a Mii Gunner main in our scene in Portugal that believes Mac and Mii Gunner is even. I don't think so. Mii Gunner with the best moveset, like Mac can't approach properly. Like even with the bombs, the down B that has the bombs, yeah, you can reflect the bombs when attacks, sure, with that dash attack and whatnot. But then he punishes you. He has a ranged F smash. He has a ranged up air. He has an awesome Nair, one greatly underrated Nair. Also, like Samus's missiles, the charge blast, which is the same as charge shot in terms of properties, like, yeah, like Mac can't approach properly this character, so he loses. Who else? This is another even matchup to me. Just Mii Sword Fighter. Mii Sword Fighter is even. Mii Sword Fighter. It's probably, yeah, like I said in the tier list, like Smash, like Mii Sword Fighter is the worst Mii in the game. However, with the right moveset, it's only even because he has two good projectiles, Chakram and well, Chakram and Tornado. Tornado is bad. However, Chakram can be good, but if he shields it, nah. What else? The rest, yeah, he has a sword. It can range you up and whatnot, but it's very slow, very punishable, and Mac is the third fastest runner in the game. You can easily punish those. You can easily get in even with those two projectiles. So yeah, that's pretty much it. However, it's even again because they're projectiles. If he's thrown off stage, he can just gimp you with Nair and whatnot. He can gimp you with Chakram as well. Chakram off stage is hard to deal with. And that's it, yeah. Who else? Oh! Here's a surprise that people won't be expecting. I think that I think that Game & Watch, it's even against Mac. Oh my god, people are freaking out, I assume. People are freaking out, oh my god, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, stuff like that. Game & Watch is even. Because his good moves, his up B, his invincible, super invincible, awesome up B, in my opinion, the best up B in the game for attacking. And recover too, yeah. His super awesome up B and whatnot can be easily neutral recharge. I can neutral recharge. Mac won't suffer anything. So even if it's a good out of shield option, it is probably the best out of shield option in the game. Mac can either shield it in time, or no, you can shield it in time, I believe, because Mac, if Mac spaces his options correctly against the shield, yeah, like up B won't do nothing. And then it's either just waiting for him to come back with the down air, which Mac can either counter, shield, and punish, and whatnot. Or he can just throw like a fair, I can just shield that and then punish. Back air, I can neutral B out of it, and stuff like that. I can neutral B out of Chef. I can armor through Chef, and stuff like that. His bucket is useless against Mac, because Mac doesn't have projectiles. His grabs are probably his best option, but also his grabs are kind of slow because you can't see them coming because of the nature of the character. Also, his up air, probably the best up air in the game in my opinion. However, Mac can just neutral recharge his way down safely. He takes the damage, but he doesn't take the knockback. Therefore, it's a non-issue. In that regard, especially in higher percent. So. Yeah, it's even because, yeah, off stage, like, just throw him off stage with a throw and then fair, and Mac either snaps properly or he's dead, or fair, like try to two frame with your fair bombs, or just go off stage and double back air and then recover, because you can't do that. But again, throwing him off stage it's what Game & Watch may struggle with. Again, stages here play a huge crucial role, because in FD Mac has much better shot. But in other stages, yeah, it can be difficult. But still, it's even, in my opinion. Next is Ness. Can I say Ness loses? Ness loses. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's almost the same as Lucas, but with different. I still it's the same stuff as Lucas. Like he has PK fire. You can even, if he jumps, he can throw PK fire diagonally to avoid him to reach a ledge. He can gimp you. Something that also applies to Lucas. They can gimp you with PK Thunder, and take away his jump, and take away his recovery, take away his side B for free, like completely for free. And that's about it. About Ness, like there's no rocket science here. That's pretty much it. He has more multi-hits so that Mac can easily do neutral recharge to get out of some stuff, but he can catch you with other stuff as well, like grabs and whatnot. Also his yo-yo off stage, like at the ledge. Do up smash at the ledge, and the yo-yo stays as the lingering hitbox, and he takes away max recovery. Yeah, it's a no-brainer here. Another character that is hard for Little Mac is Pac-Man. Pac-Man. What else? Like, throw fruit, Mac can't approach. Throw hydrant, Mac can't approach properly, at least without shielding, over shielding and whatnot. What else? Not only that, Pac-Man can leave a spring, like leave his up B lingering on the stage. That difficults my approach options, because I can only approach properly on the ground. Mac can only approach properly on the ground. If that stays at ground level, I have to jump, and if I have to jump, Mac gets punished. Because just the act of jumping is a commitment for Mac. And Pac-Man's probably one of the best characters to do that with all of these. The only thing that probably Pac-Man can't do properly is grab, because although it's a range grab, it's kind of slow, and Mac has a quicker options than that to punish that attempt. But again, it's a huge loss for Little Mac in this matchup. A bad matchup for Mac, this one. Okay, what else? What else is there? Oh, here's another one that will make people freak out. Attention people, before I say what I'm going to say, keep in mind that I've heard opinions of other Little Mac players, especially top level Little Mac players like Peanut, like Soul when he played the game, especially Soul. Soul was the one that I heard the most. Everyone says that Palutena is even versus Mac. Shocking, isn't it? One of the toppest of top tiers in the game is even against Little Mac. Let me explain. First of all, her juggle abilities with Nair and up air. Mac can just neutral be out of them, period. Mac has quicker options also to punish Palutena's stuff, especially on shield. Like if Palutena hits Mac's shield, she's done for. Explosive Flame, unless Palutena has godlike precision with it every single time, Mac can just outrun it or neutral recharge through the damage, like without suffering the knockback. That and auto reticle, the same thing, so it's not that hard to approach. I can shield and then punish an attempt of approach by Palutena with auto reticle. Okay. The only thing is, like, it's hard for the Little Mac to two-frame her because of her teleport recovery. Also, her smash attacks have win boxes, so it's great for it's good for setups and whatnot. True. Also, two-frame with the down tilt and whatnot is also good for Palutena, and then punish with a back air or something like that. Throws are also very good for Palutena in this matchup if Mac abuses hitting shield. But again, her usual game plan of just juggling people infinitely with Nair doesn't work versus Mac unless you're completely off stage. Like, you can use Nair to gimp, you can use up air to when Mac's off stage, because I can't neutral B while I'm falling off stage, otherwise I'm dead. But if you're on top of the stage, like usually Palutenas do, like, no. Not only that, in fact, in this matchup, stages like Battlefield and Yoshi's Story can actually be not that beneficial for Palutena. Or at least doesn't do much, like because I can just land there and neutral B and I'm fine. Again, yeah, that's my opinion. People who know me, I already told them privately I think Palutena is even as well. But again, hear me out. This is not only my opinion, but also the opinion of many Little Mac players around the world. If I use neutral B in the air, if you enter in free fall with Mac. If you use neutral B, I don't enter in free fall, but it's an extremely laggy move and I won't make it to the stage. Even if I let go early. It has a very long end lag. And therefore I won't be able to make it. I can up B after, but I won't make it. I don't enter in free fall state. Mac only enters in free fall state with up B, that's all. Nothing else will leave him in free fall. And what else? Otherwise, Sushi, otherwise, I see like Yoshi's Egg roll and Jigglypuff roll out. Yeah, it doesn't leave in free fall state. It just kills them if misused. That's all. By the way, rollout. I'm sorry, Pacman, if you're hearing this. Pacman, rollout and Yoshi's egg, like Yoshi's egg roll, side B. Those two moves are not that good. Are probably probably two of the worst moves in the entire game, in my opinion. I'm sorry. What else? What else? Oh, here's another one that can be a little bit of a shocker for people. It's Pichu. Pichu is even, in my opinion. You die with rollout at 0 basically if you do at the ledge. Then don't do it at the ledge. A good Jigglypuff has 0 reasons to do that at the ledge. In fact, a good Jigglypuff has 0 reasons to do that move at all, unless they want to troll their opponent, which at top level play they won't do. That's what I'm measuring here, in my opinion. So Pichu is even. Pichu is even for basically various reasons. 3 reasons. 3 main reasons I think it's even. Mac can super armor or heavy armor through most of his stuff. Also, Pichu, yeah, he can gimp with T-Jolt. The problem is putting Mac off stage. That's the difficult part. Also, another thing that makes this even, Pichu can lose very easily to Mac because he's the lightest character in the game. He dies super early. Mac has super armor against many of this stuff, and Pichu damages himself. Remember, Pichu damages himself. With that said, yeah, just like Pikachu, you can have setups for Thunder, you can edge guard with Fair, stuff like that. But again, problem is putting Mac over there, which is easier for Pikachu in my opinion than Pichu. Without committing too much, if you know what I mean, or at least without setting himself up for future stocks. Yeah, that's basically it. And that's it. Speaking of Pikachu, I'm gonna put Pikachu in lose. What can I say? Pikachu doesn't have the problem of damaging himself. Mac can also armor through his stuff, but again, even if he does, he doesn't get proper follow-ups like he can get with Pichu. And so it's easier for Pikachu to put Mac off stage rather than Pichu. That's why they're so far apart here. What else? Yeah, like the rest can apply to Pichu as well. The thing is, Pikachu has it easier, and it's easier to combo with him. It's much more easy to combo with him and juggle him and actually put him off stage in a way that Mac, although he could neutral be out of this stuff, he can't neutral be off stage, otherwise he's dead. So yeah, yeah, and basically, yeah, stages also play a huge role here. But even in FD, Mac has issues especially approaching. What else? Oh, next one is Olimar. Olimar I'm gonna put even, because Pikmin are almost a non-issue for Mac. Yeah, they can rank up the damage, but Mac can just armor through and kill them in one hit. I believe the only Pikmin that can be an issue against Mac are the purple Pikmin and blue Pikmin if used to grab. But the rest, like the red Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin, and the white Pikmin, I can just up tilt them and then it's over. Up tilt them, left smash, down angle left smash them, whatever, and they're dead. Not only that, lots of not lots of them. He has like neutral nair or up tilt that can, you know, Mac can just armor through them with neutral B. But again, it's not hard for Mac to approach them because yeah, you can throw Pikmin at the start, but again, I won't be knocked back by that. I can run to you, jab you, dash attack you, F tilt you, whatever, and you're at the disadvantage stage already. The thing is, the Pikmin rank up the damage, and that can be problematic for Mac as well. And not only that, he has purple Pikmin and blue Pikmin. Purple Pikmin and blue Pikmin are probably the most problematic Pikmin they have. So if they have the combination, the most optimal combination of Pikmin that usually all Mars have, which is 1 blue Pikmin and 2 purple. Mac is in a tough spot in this scenario, but to get to that point, Mac himself does stuff very well. Oh, my phone is almost out of battery. I still think he can make it. What else? What else? It's Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant I'm going to put even, because again, it's not one of those that it's hard to approach. Again, it's committal because, okay, if you just Patui and do nothing, if I attack you, I'll get hit by the Patui. Sure. That's why I have to bait, like Max have to bait the use of the Patui. Not only that, Mac can, you know, with his run can outrun the speed of the move and whatnot. Not only that, it's hard to edge guard them. Okay, they have an exploitable recovery with a counter, sure, but he can recover from almost anywhere in the stage if he recovers low. Also, good ledge trapping, which Mac has also issues dealing with good ledge trapping. Because if he jumps, he's hit by Patui. If he attacks, he's hit by Patui. If he regular get-ups, he can be grabbed. If he rolls, he can be, you know, hit by an up smash or whatever. That kills very early, or up throws and whatnot. Up throws, Plant's up throw is very good. That's why I'm saying that. Also, the poison cloud is really a non-issue because Mac can outrun it. As long as he doesn't shield it, it's fine. He can outrun it. Like, he takes a little bit of damage and that's it. If he punishes properly. Also, down B, his down B, it's good for shield breaks, but you can counter from anywhere, and Plant is hit. Like, I've already won a match in bracket with that. Like, it was last stock I did a down B. Like, I was falling, he was on the ground trying to punish my landing with his down B. I countered his down B. He was on the ground, I was in the air, and the hitbox hit, and I won the match. So yeah, it was a funny moment to see. It's too bad it wasn't on stream. Otherwise, it would be a funny clip. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What else? Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer is... Pokemon Trainer, I believe, is a loss. It's Mac loses. Mac loses just because of Ivysaur and Charizard alone, especially Ivysaur. Charizard is also hard for Mac to deal with in certain situations, but Ivysaur is probably the worst offender, and Ivysaur alone makes this matchup really hard for Mac, because, you know, zoning with Razor Leaf and then punish, especially with if not only that, this is one of those characters, if he's thrown off stage, it's basically a stock for Ivysaur, because he can either nair if I jump too high, or if I go too low, he can just down air without me reaching the ledge, and I would snap and I'm dead because I'm Little Mac. Again, it's really hard to do. And if I try to snap with side B, I have to delay my side B a whole lot, and that's really hard without getting gimped by his nair. Also, juggling with Ivysaur is easy with his aerials, not nair because Mac can just neutral B out of it, but his up air, his up B can kill super early as well, Mac, and there's nothing you can really much do about it. Squirtle, like if you're a Pokemon trainer and you're against Lil Mac, like unless you are a super godlike player that has tons of hours with Pokemon trainer, there is no reason for you to use Squirtle against Mac, because Mac can outdo almost any of this stuff. His normals are easily I can armor through them easily. His juggles are not that good. I can just neutral B through them. Yes, water gun for edge guarding, but it's not that easy for you to edge guard unless with throws. Side B, that super move that usually true. He's faster. Not only that, yeah, exactly, Deku. Not only that, Squirtle has side B to approach because it has armor or invisibility or something like that. I did this test myself against our best Pokemon trainer. When he uses Squirtle, if I down angle F smash, he takes the damage and goes back, and I just can punish him. Like, the matchup changes abruptly if he changes to Ivysaur. But in my opinion, like, if I were a Pokemon player, a Pokemon trainer player against, but you can still side B, Lou. His side B, yeah, exactly. But again, I was saying, if I were a Pokemon trainer main, I wouldn't start the match with Squirtle against Lil Mac. I would start completely with Ivysaur. Ivysaur alone makes the matchup. Again, the sole reason Mac loses the Pokemon trainer is because of Ivysaur. Because Mac can deal with the other characters pretty much okay, Squirtle especially. Charizard is different because Charizard is a heavy character. But he jumps many times, he can counter like this flare bits and whatnot, if you see it coming, of course. Also, but yeah, Ivysaur of the three. Yeah, you should, because Ivysaur is the best Pokemon of the three, in my opinion. It has the best options, the best zoning, like good zoning, good punishment game, great aerials. Tether recovery, not a good tether recovery, but still a tether recovery, so it's hard to punish that. So yeah, the reason Pokemon Trainer wins, it's because of Ivysaur alone. It would be even if you didn't have Ivysaur, but Ivysaur being there, that doesn't matter. What else now? Fire and Mithra. Fire and Mithra, I'm gonna put in even. Fire and Mithra, I'm gonna go even. Up air there, and up smash OP hitbox. Exactly. Fire and Mithra are even. Why are they even? First of all, best way to start the match with Pyro Mithra is with Mithra, not Pyro. Starting with Mithra is the best, and against Little Mac, it's probably the best as well because of her speed. Not only her speed of mobility, speed of aerials. Problem with this, however, is that Mac is completely impervious to her moves, normals or aerials, if he's neutral recharging or super armoring and whatnot. So it's tough for her to actually do stuff. She can rack up damage, sure, that's a huge deal for later Pyra. But again, he's impervious to Mithra's juggle, to Mithra's juggles and whatnot. If Mithra recovers with side B, it's free for Mac because he can just neutral B and wait for her to either land, or if she grabs the ledge, because she doesn't snap the ledge properly with that move. But if she grabs the ledge, I can just cancel and then bait an option and then punish that. Because Mac on the ledge can punish really cool stuff. with grabs, just running away and running back because he has time for that because of his running speed and whatnot. Pyra may be an issue though, because Pyra, although she's slow, her aerials can't be neutral B chargeable, can't be armor. I can't armor through them with neutral B. The aerials kill, especially, so if you want to juggle Mac, do it with Pyra. She has a quote-unquote zoning tool with the blazing end, although you have to wait for the blade to come back to you to actually follow that up. But it's good to gimp Mac, for example, or try to avoid him to get the ledge. So yeah, so basically, in fact, usually against many characters, Mithra is the way to go. I don't know if in this matchup, Pyra, starting with Pyra, would be the best option. The problem is, she's slow, I get it. But she does a lot more damage and kills more efficiently, in my opinion, than Mithra. Although I'm putting her both of them because that's how you should play them, playing both of them. So yeah, it's even, very even in fact. Next one. Mac loses to the Belmonts. Mac has no way to clearly approach these characters properly. Like, has no way to approach these characters properly at all. Like, it's very hard to do. He can't neutral be out of stuff. Even if he shields, he has to deal with the whip. He has to deal with lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. What else? What else? Yes, but basically it's hard to approach Simon and Richter because of that. If they use an item, they use a cross, they use whatever, I shield, I try to approach, I'll get whipped, and that's it. Like, and not only that, walling, like, it's easy for the Belmonts to wall out Mac completely. Yeah, the problem with the Belmonts is his recovery, but again, if Mac doesn't have the opportunity, he can't punish that. So he can't exploit the recovery, that's the thing. So yeah, the Belmonts, it's pretty straightforward. Next is Ridley. Ridley wins. Ridley wins against Mac. Simply put, his jab is really cool and has range if Mac hits his shield, even if well spaced. So it's hard for Mac to punish attempted punishes to Mac's shield, which is usually something you can't do against Mac. So usually Mac has F tilt or a P or stuff like that. That is frame 4 or frame 3, and you can't punish that properly because of it. However, with Ridley, it's different. If you jab, you're good, because jab is quick enough and has range enough to punish Mac on shield. That's pretty much it. Not only that, it's easy to throw him off stage. If Mac shields a lot, you can just side B him or grab him or not, put him off stage, neutral B him, hit him once he's dead. It's very easy for him to do that. Not only that, if I try to approach, like Ridley's aerials are super good. He can be gimped with fair, with nair, with back air. Yeah, like Ridley has super good tools against Mac. Like, Mac can get in, but it's hard for him to get in. But if he gets in, yeah, sure, he can do some up tilt combos and whatnot, because Ridley's a heavy character. But Ridley will mostly be in the upper hand. Like, in my opinion, will be in the upper hand most of the time. That's my take. Also, another loss is Rob. Rob has gyro. Yeah, you can't pick up the gyro, but it's difficult to pick up the gyro. He has the laser. He has the. You know, I can't exploit his recovery. It's Mac can't do that. Period. It has these aerials to deal with, the grabs to deal with, tilts to deal with, like down tilt. Like, Rob's down tilt is one of the best down tilts in the whole game, in my opinion. And Mac can't deal with that properly without getting, yeah, and like Mac has to be super committal in this matchup, and again, it's hard. Just this gyro alone makes this match highly conditionable for Mac, completely. And even if Mac has the gyro, sure, you take away one of Rob's options, but eventually you have to get rid of the gyro for you to do smash attacks, or to get rid of the gyro to do your fastest options, like jabs. Yeah, you can use specials, sure, but specials for Mac are super committal, even with the gyro, even if you're holding the gyro. And that's it. What else? What else? Robin. Hola, señor. Little Alchemy. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So who's next? Robin. Robin. Where do I put you, Robin? Where do I put you, Mr. Robin? I'm gonna put him in even. I'm gonna put him in even for one simple reason: is super slow. Yeah, you can wall him with projectiles, but those projectiles waste resources. Not only that, some of them are multi-hit. For example, the only thunder spell you can use effectively against Mac is L Thunder. It's Robin from Batman. Yeah, right. L Thunder is the only viable thunder spell you can use against Little Mac. Arc Fire. Yeah, you can prevent like two-framing with him and whatnot, but Mac can just neutral be out of it, or super armor out of it. Robin is fun. Yeah, it's super fun to watch and to play against and with, but I just wish I was better with him. The thing is like that. Yeah, also. Yeah, his grabs are good. His Nosferatu is good to punish stuff in range. But again, super slow, not that hard to approach because his options are also very, very slow. Even his zoning options are slow. Impervious to every thunder except, you know what I like? The mode where there is like 100 NPC and there are all one hit. Oh, the Sentry Smash. So I take Robin and hit him with the lightning light. Yeah, exactly. Thoron. Yeah, again, Mac is impervious to Thoron if he's neutral beam. That's a fact. I already tested it out. He's impervious to every other spell against. Again, L Thunder is the better one. Has the best knockback. Disrupts Mac's armor. Yeah, and is slow. Basically, why is it even though? Is aerials with the 11 sword, like, and even with this bronze sword it can also be good versus Mac, because if I jump, you're pretty much dead. Ledge trapping with down smash, also very good. You can nair, you can gimp him with nair and stuff like that, and Mac doesn't come out. Also, I already stated his grabs are good. You can just throw him off stage, hit him once with 11 sword and he's dead. So although you waste a resource, it's not that huge of a waste because you can use it only once and you take a stock. That's basically it. But again, it's even. Not only that, in stages here are also a big factor. If Robin's in the lead, you can cap him out. Stuff like that. Next, oh my god, here's another one that people will be screaming in agony, saying, "Oh my god, how is it possible? How dare you have an opinion different than mine regarding this matchup? Shame on you." I'm gonna tell you anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a sole believer, and I'm a firm believer of the fact that Little Mac absolutely wins against Rosalina. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so like cancelled, I believe, because of this. But I don't care. It's my opinion. It's my matchup chart. If you have a problem, you do yours. We're here to exchange opinions and have a healthy discussion. Everyone wins against Rosalina. She's terrible. She's not that bad, in general. I think in this matchup, she's bad. First of all, probably one of the matchups that Rosalina can't protect Luma very well. Like Mac can dash attack twice, she's dead. Period. Without Luma, she loses 2 moves, neutral B and side B. Not only that, down B is completely neutralized because Mac doesn't have projectiles, so it's useless. What else? She's forced to run away against Mac a whole lot, and Mac can easily, take her down. When Luma comes back, okay, it's 10 seconds later. In 10 seconds, a lot can happen. If Luma comes back, repeat the process. Go after Luma first. The matchup is like 80% done, basically. Yeah, like she can grab you, put you off stage, but again, in this matchup, more likely than not, most of the matchup of the useful time of matchup, Rosalina will have no Luma to latch trap with, first of all. So, and without Luma, yeah, she can try to use tilts and whatnot, because her tilts are not that bad. But also aerials are not that bad. It's not that bad for Rosalina to juggle Mac, but again, eventually he will come down. I can just neutral air dodge, fast fall air dodge, and I'm in the ground again. Again, easily, this is one of Little Mac's easiest matchups in my opinion. Like in terms of top level, yeah, sure, probably the Buzz has ways to deal with Little Mac, but probably he's an exception because the Buzz is a godlike player. Any other Rosalina player will probably have lots of trouble against Little Mac. This, however, is regardless of stage. I think it's regardless of stage. Like, yeah, sure. In stages, there are stages where Rosalina can run away better, but again, eventually you'll have to approach because again, you'll most likely be in disadvantage than most of the match. Do you think you can win against any Ganon? Probably not against Nairo, but maybe that's being, that's being a little bit, that's being a little bit arrogant on my part. I don't know, like, I lost, like, think you can win against any Ganon? Like, I lost the Ganons before, but I think I can win eventually. Like, that's the thing. Eventually I will win against a Ganon. Like, I just need to know if the player is really good. I just need time to adapt, but eventually I will do it. I think. Rosalina is the same thing. I believe Rosalina is almost the same situation as Ganon, where eventually, even if I'm starting to lose, I will eventually end up winning. But again, it's very hard for Rosalina to maintain an advantage in terms of percent and stock versus Little Mac. That's my opinion. There, I stated it, and that's it. Who else? Next one is Sephiroth. Sephiroth, I will put in. Again, my experience against in this matchup is not that bad, but again, I'm talking about high to top level play, and I believe that against high to top level Sephiroth, Mac loses. I think Mac loses. First of all, he can halt your momentum with Shadow Flare, either by jumping or by shielding. He can gimp you with stuff like Fair, Neutral B, back air, Nair or the back air. Let's trap you with his projectiles, with his flares, like Mega Flare especially. Has the range to keep out of you to avoid getting punished with his sword, Masamune. I believe overall, Sephiroth wins. The thing is, I myself, in my experience, I didn't lose that much against Sephiroth. I won a ton, but still, I'm not top level. We're not top level players. I'm just analyzing what I think is a top level player, or a top level Sephiroth. There, that's it. Yeah, I believe he loses to Sephiroth, but mostly because Mac can't approach properly. Not only that, his counter, Scintilla, is a huge factor for Mac. Like, can easily punish, can easily, like, you can edge guard him for free with that just by standing at the ledge and down being. Mac won't reach the ledge, period. And then he's dead. If you do it on the ground though, Mac can destroy Scintilla with his down angled F smash. You can break Scintilla with that. But still it's very hard to do. Because a good Sephiroth always times that perfectly. By the way, Scintilla, one of the best attacks in the entire game, in my opinion. Scintilla is so godlike. Okay, who else is on the plate? The next one is Sheik. I think Mac is even against Sheik, because Sheik, although very good at juggling Mac and juggling characters overall, has many multi-hits and weak attacks that Mac can neutral B through and super armor through, and that's it, including her needles. Like, the best way for Sheik to use the needles is by doing the Rainmaker, jumping needles diagonally near the ledge so Mac doesn't reach it, and after he spends either his jump or his side B. Because if he recovers super low, Mac can reach it. Also, stage is kind of a huge factor because of the jugglings and whatnot. Yoshi's story and Battlefield are best for this character against the Mac in this matchup, in my opinion. And also the juggles with F tilt, F tilt, F tilt to fair, fair, fair to bouncing fish. Mac just can't usually escape very well. But again, Mac can, like, you have to like maintain it, like starting in an advantage state with Sheik is kind of hard against Mac. But if you do it, yeah, sure, you have a great shot. But it's hard. It's even because, yeah, like Mac can kill her super early as well because Sheik is not that heavy. Can armor through stuff and whatnot, and she's a fast faller, so we can juggle him with up tilt as well, and whatnot. Okay, who's next? Next is Shulk. Mac loses versus Shulk. That's my point of view. Simply put, the Monado Hearts. The range and the Monado Hearts. Because, okay, he doesn't have projectiles to zone, but he has like Shulk with speed art outruns Mac and can just juggle him for days, and being a sword with no multi-hits, Mac that can't neutral be out of it. Either that or with Buster Art on, super high damage, and then with Smash Art, yeah, just kills him. Can edge guard almost for free because of his range. He can just jump fair and he's dead. There's no rocket science. It's very easy for Shulk to do that. It's not impossible for Mac to approach this character, but again, like if Shulk has access to his arts immediately, so yeah. Okay, who else? Probably one of Mac's worst matchups in this entire game. It's Snake. Snake is a damage machine, trap machine, whatever machine. Mac can't safely do his ground game with Snake, putting like bombs or grenades wherever, C4s wherever. It's very hard for this for Mac to approach this character as well. can be edge guarded for free with Nikita or ledge trapped for free with up smash. Like if you know Snake, if you know his moveset, if you watch Snake's play, Snake is one of the absolute top tiers in this game as well. Just watch him play and like imagine Little Mac facing that. It's not good. Not good indeed. Next one is Sonic. Sonic is even because yeah, he can outrun Mac, sure, but again, he's a rushdown character. Mac's a rushdown character. Mac, you know, can be in advantage. Like this is another matchup where whoever's in advantage wins. Basically, that's it. As many multi-hits, for example, Mac can just neutrally out of spin dash, for example. I like Snake the character, but not the fighter. Yeah, I hear in Metal Gear Solid is really cool. Again, Sonic. Sonic can, again, Mac can neutral B his way out of spin dash, for example. Not like the spin charge, sorry. The one with the down B one. Side B, not as much. But down B, you can just get out because it's a multi-hit. Also, a non-chargeable, non-charged homing attack. Mac can neutral B out of that too. And then punish him accordingly. Yeah, it's pretty much even matchup because both characters like the ground, both dislike the air. Yeah, the thing is, in terms of edge guarding, Mac has a slight, Sonic has a slight advantage because of his spring. You can just jump spring and Mac doesn't come back. But again, it's for that Sonic has to actually make Mac go off stage, which is not impossible to do, of course. But the matchup is even after all, and he can run, but he has to work a little bit harder. That's the thing. I guess like comparing to other matchups. That's my opinion. The next one is another in the win department. It pains me to say this because I love this character so much as well. It's actually one of my secondaries. But I honestly believe, after watching top levels play and my own experience, and I'm envisioning the matches being played, a match being played between the two characters, and I don't see other scenario than Mac winning against Terry. Again, it's the same problem as Ryu and Ken. He's very good on the ground. Mac is also very good on the ground. Probably better. Faster. Better frame data. Sure, they can cancel attacks just like Ryu can do, but Mac can armor through them. He can exploit his recovery, especially with counter at the ledge to his up B or side B or countering his side B, whatever the side B is. Like, okay, probably crack shoot is harder to do if you catch it in the beginning, but at the end it's super. You can just counter him and he's dead. The same goes for his burn knuckle. Even if he's not completely dead off stage, if he wasted the jump, he doesn't come back. Period. And also, yeah, on the ground he can get out of so much stuff completely. What helps him on the ground, though, it also helps Ryu and Ken, but not as much, is the fact that they can auto turn. Sure, so it's hard for me to cross up the characters properly and then punish them accordingly. However, like if you shield a lot against these characters, Mac can just simply punish them a whole lot. And again, the fighting game characters are very grounded, as they should. They're fighting game characters. They're 2D fighting game characters. In their games they fight mostly on the ground. So yeah, and Mac probably the best ground game in the entire roster. So yeah. One of the best ground games. Next one is another loss for Mac is Toon Link. Again, the same with the other with regular Link. Add what I said about regular Link to the fact that he has a ranged grab was there basically. It's hard to exploit his recovery because of it. Yeah, he has enough B that can be exploitable with a counter, but he can just there in certain situations, and he's good. Not only that, yeah, it doesn't have the range of the sword that regular Link has because the sword is tiny. But the rest, yeah, the thing that doesn't help him a lot is that he's light, and since he's light, he can die easily. He dies super early, but overall, it's a good character because he can just wall him out with projectiles, bombs. Especially a good stage for this character. Two good stages for this character is either a small battlefield or Pokemon Stadium 2, because you can, if you're in the lead, which is very easy to do with Toon Link, you just can make bombs rain, and Mac can do stuff. Mac can't just do stuff. That's what you can do. Not only with Toon Link, but with Young Link as well. But I will get there when I get to Young Link. Another loss, in my opinion, due to lack of approach options, proper approach options for Mac is Villager. Villager, yeah, throw a Lloyd Rocket. Yeah, Mac kind of approaches, but then he can punish your approach and another stuff. If you shield, he can grab you. If you jump, he can fair you. Or nair you or whatnot. His nair is super good. He can up tilt out of shield. He can up smash out of shield. He can do lots of stuff. It's hard to punish Villager's shield because he can grab you. His grab has a good range, and then he can he can just edge guard you with fairs and whatnot. And if you're recovering low, he can just have smash you with bowling ball and you're dead. This matchup is very hard for Mac. Very hard indeed. Also with his recovery, that can, if he's not off stage, he can recover from it pretty much anywhere. Yeah. Okay, Wells. Oh, the next is Wario. Oh my god, where I'm gonna put Wario? Because Wario is another top tier of this game. They're probably one of the best comeback mechanics in the whole game, which is Waft. However, I'm gonna say that Mac I think he... Oh my gosh, where do I put him? I think he loses. I think he loses to Wario. Yeah, it was hard to think about this one. Because I was between losing and even. Because, yeah, like, his juggling is very good because Mac can't get out of his juggling with neutral B. Because his up airs disrupt the armor. They're strong hits. The camping, very important here. Camping with Wario is very optimal because of his waft, and Mac is easily campable in many of the stages. Probably FD is probably the match. FD is probably the one where Mac is most even with, but still, like it's hard to approach. It's hard to it's not that hard to approach Wario, but again, if he shields you, he up tilts you, up airs you, and stuff like that. He puts you off stage, down airs you, and you're dead. Fairs you, and you're dead. He can 2-frame you with his F tilt. And then he has waft. Like waft is a factor here because he can camp you in order to gain waft, to take more stocks away from you. So yeah, don't let him take the lead. If he doesn't take the lead, however, he can easily get the lead back against this character, in my opinion. Who else? Oh, next is the Wii Fit Trainer. Wii Fit Trainer is... Wii Fit Trainer is... I think Wii Fit Trainer... I think Wii Fit Trainer wins against Mac as well. I think Wii Fit Trainer wins against Little Mac as well. Sun Salutation. Oh, by the way, starting the match with deep breathing. Lots of damage you can take, even if you armor through stuff. Then you have Sun Salutation to avoid approaches. You have Soccer Ball. Then you can mix it up by not hitting it at all, or just hitting it with just canceling your move in order to hit it with another move. To change the angle. Completely impervious to edge guarding and almost to framing if you play your cards right. Like if Mac's thrown off stage, easily gameable with both soccer ball, aerials, whatever, back air especially, down air, the spikes, or ledge trapping, very good as well, with down smash, especially because it sends so far horizontally that Mac doesn't come back, no matter the percentage almost. Next is Wolf. Wolf, it's kind of... I have kind of a dilemma in a dilemma with Wolf, because it's kind of a dilemma with Wolf because yeah, sure, he has laser to wall Mac out, and he has like, I don't know, like if he jumps it or stuff like that, like Wolf can easily punish that. But again, yeah, his recovery is super exploitable, but again, it's hard for Mac to actually approach Wolf because of it. Yeah, I'm gonna put Wolf in loses. Wolf is amazing because of the range of his attacks and stuff like that. His tilt, especially to framing with F tilt and whatnot. Reading stuff with down smash. What else? Yeah, but walling with lasers, especially in advantage when he has the stock advantage or the percent advantage, sure. Yeah, like the only slight chance Mac has is if Mac like puts him off stage, but it's hard for him to do that. Again, especially with the stages we have, even in FD, in FD it's hard because of laser, especially because laser is a major tool in this matchup. You can neutrally out of the like he doesn't suffer the knockback, but he still suffers the damage. And if he racks up the damage, yeah, eventually Wolf will just kill him. And that's pretty much it. Also his throws to throw him off stage, gimp him with Nair and whatnot. Yeah, like it's a tough matchup for Mac. It's not impossible, not unwinnable, but I still believe Wolf has great advantage. Another character here is Yoshi. Yoshi, I think, is... I think Yoshi also wins. Because it's very hard to approach him as well. He has eggs, sure. But then he can't just get out of up tilt combos if I manage to get in. Because he has armor and his double jump and everything. Has great landing options. Can break shields with a down B, sure, like if Mac's not expecting it. But especially he can get the lead easily and then just camp me out, going to the ledges, throwing eggs, going to the other side, and just simply time me out as well. Better than other characters, in my opinion. Yeah, so because of the super armor on his double jump is hard to frame him. You can't like shield poke him properly as well, which is also one of Mac's strengths when it's smash attacks. He can, if you do it right, he can shield poke them or something like that, or even break them. But shield poke them especially because Yoshi can't be shield poken. And that's pretty much it. Okay, next one he also loses is Young Link. The same goes for the regular Link and Toon Link. Add the range grab to it. Add the bombs. Probably the frame data. He also has great frame data for a zoner. Like yeah, Mac loses hard to Young Link. Really, he loses hard to Toon Link. Really, sorry, to Young Link. Range grab to avoid the punishes to shield that usually Mac benefits from against a lot of characters. So yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, like I'm not going to repeat myself a lot because I already talked about Toon Link and regular Link. The same applies to Young Link. Another character that I think Mac loses to, because it's hard to approach her as well, it's Zelda. Phantom is a factor. Dim's Fire is a factor. Neutral B is a factor because it has invisibility frames, meaning my super armor can't do stuff against that. I can't just super armor through it. It's easily gimpable with you can easily gimp Mac with Neutral B as well. Like Neutral B alone is a great factor in this matchup. Add the zoning abilities like Phantom or Dim's Fire, and Mac has trouble. Mac has really trouble approaching this character. Again, if he has trouble approaching, he pretty much loses the fight. And the next character is going to be my last one. It is going to be Zero Suit Samus. And Zero Suit Samus also wins against Mac. Zero Suit Samus also wins against Mac because she has good frame data as well. Has walling tools, zoning tools, with the paralyzer side B that forces me to either shield or stuff like that. I can neutral B out of it, sure, but it's hard. She has a Zare, meaning she has a tether recovery. She has down B, which gets her up disadvantage, and I can't follow most of the stuff that Mac usually follows up to. My saving grace is probably neutral being out of up B, but again, if ZSS uses up B properly, like for example after a down B burial or whatnot, yeah, Mac can do stuff. Also, yeah, like again, if Mac can't approach properly and can't put Zero Suit in disadvantage properly, because Mac just can't do it due to that down B. Yeah, Mac loses completely. Like no matter the stage, it's even worse in stages with platforms. But even in FD, it's hard. And her speed is such. Yeah, it's not like Mac's speed. Mac is faster running, but other tools hinder him a lot. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the characters. The rest are skins and the different Pokemon and Pyre and Mithra separated. Okay, this is my tier list. Let me save. My tier list, sorry, my matchup chart. Let's see if I can save this time. Because the other day... shut up. The other day the links weren't generating... Oh, okay, here it is. Never mind. So yeah, this is my tier list. Oh, here I am saying tier list, not tier list. Matchup chart. Little Mac matchup chart. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, Mac doesn't do well. he has like 6 winning matchups in my opinion, and people usually debate some of those. But the rest is even even loses, and it's in the even ones. Stage is a great factor against Little Mac in general. Stage is a great factor. Like stage can be determined for Little Mac to either win or lose a matchup. Against the losses, yeah, they completely lose no matter the stage. Like Mac uses, and of course there's Steve. There's Steve. I can't approach Steve. Like I never saw a Mac approach Steve properly. I never did. Like either that Steve is very bad, or if Steve is very bad, that can apply to any character, of course. But yeah, if Steve is very bad, Mac has a shot, but still, it's very hard. But that said, so it's already past 8 o'clock, so time for my stream to get in. Yeah, I managed to do this in one only stream. This is actually pretty hype, because I usually take hours and hours and hours to say this. Well, I took 3+ hours to say this, to do this. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut the music up.